Golly, barely a minute late. Hi folks, welcome to the stream. I'm not wearing a necklace and that makes me feel naked. There we go. Hashtag T-Girl Baron exposed live on camera. On a Friday night. Scandalous. How we doing tonight, folks? So the thing about me is that I've had zero time to cook up lines since last stream. Basically no time at all. Life has been busy. We have been busy. That being said, that just means you get to enjoy that raw, unadulterated, me fumbling with the calculator content, which I know you all love and adore. So, with all that being said, let's pause the fake video game music and start the real video game music. So, last we left off, we beat Roxanne, made it to Rusturf Tunnel, did an encounter in Rusturf Tunnel, I believe. We might not have. Regardless, we have a fight coming up before we make it to Verdanturf Town. So, I never actually got the damage calculator ready. There we go. Thankfully, I don't think this fight's going to be too crazy. You might also notice a Vibrava down here. I just figured I may as well get that prepped in case we end up needing to evolve our Trapinch. So, let's get our calking jams. Mute that. Shuffle this. Ooh. Nice song to start with. Okay. Let me get my notes. And my calculator. So we are up against Hiker Mike. Honestly, I could just loop this song for a while. It's such a jam. Okay. So, the gimmick of this fight is that he opens with a Sandiconda that has the ability Sand Spit, which is the first time, or not the first time, just if it gets hit and Sandstorm is not the current weather, it makes Sandstorm become the current weather. Now, the one thing that I don't totally understand is if that is permanent or not. Because in Run and Bun, we are operating with the assumption that weather setting abilities, drizzle, drought, things that we don't get, set weather permanently. I don't know if Sandspit does that. So, honestly, actually, Nintendo's probably live right now. I could probably literally pop into his stream and ask him. Chat, you're going to hear his voice in the background. Please know that that's not me actually, he's not in my Discord or anything. I'm just popping in to ask him a question. Hold on.
What's up, April? You're live. Oh, hell yeah. You got a question. What's up? What's up?
Does sand spit last
Your question really quick.
permanently?
Yes, it lasts permanently. It do. Sand spit do be lasting permanently. You can't get rid of it.
Okay.
Do you have a launcher? Entrainment works there. I've used that strat before. If not, you just gotta deal with it. Godspeed, soldier.
Okay, and now back to my own
Rip.
stream. All right. Anyways, oop. There we go. And we unpaused the music. Or at least I thought we unpaused the music. Oh no, I just have the music muted. Apparently it jumps to Lost Girl at some point. Let's just go back to place where it rained. There we go. Okay. So, good to know. If Sandaconda sets up Sandstorm, which it will, it's just permanent sand. We have no way of getting rid of its ability. So we just have to deal with it. Now, the thing is, I don't think that's that big of an issue, because we actually have a really nice glut of rock, ground, and... we don't actually have any steel types. But I'm pretty sure, like... Sandstorm provides, like, a boost to special defense. So if I click that... Yeah, see, notice? We genuinely might be using Hamilton to fight this Clefable, which is crazy to me. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Draining Kiss, Mystical Fire. What's the odds that Thunderbolt paras in this? Thunderbolt. Only 10%. Which means that's a tolerable risk with Cherry Berry. But anyways, so Sandaconda's out first. I believe Seadra outspeeds in one-hit KO Sandaconda. So we probably just do that. So open with Seed. OHKO with Octazooka. So, am I insane? What is the benefit of being in sand? Because for some reason, it doesn't show the damage on Octazooka changing. I wonder, let's set its ability to... like... run away. Yeah, no, nothing. I'm trying to figure out if it, like, auto-assumes that sand is up, but no. Because it doesn't... I'm pretty sure if you're in the sand and you're a ground type, you get a boost to your special defense. For 5 turns, the weather becomes Sandstorm. At the end of each turn except for the last, all Pokemon lose 1/16 of their maximum HP rounded down unless they are ground, rock, or steel type or have the Magikarp, Overcoat, Sand Force, Sand Rush, or Sand Veil abilities. Special defense of rock... Oh, only rock type Pokemon get the defense boost. I was wondering. Okay. I assumed it was rock, steel, and ground type. That makes a lot of sense because does steel really need the extra boost to its defenses? Personally, I feel like steel type shouldn't be immune to Sandstorm in general. I feel like Sandstorm is exactly what would weather down like hardened steel. Okay. Regardless. So we open with Seadra, we one-hit KO with Octazooka. Swamp to what sees outspeed biggest damage. Because everything is slower than it except for Stoutland. But Stoutland doesn't deal more damage than it takes. So I think it probably goes into Probopass because of Thunderbolt. Because if I understand Switch in AI correctly, and I think I'm starting to, yeah, AI Pokemon is faster than the players and one-hit KOs it, which is nothing because Seadra will take, the only damage Seadra will have taken is the 1/16 max HP chip from Sandstorm. So Seadra is at fucking 82 divided by 16 run down, 5 damage. Be it fucking 77. At which point, yeah, Thunderbolt does 60, Body Slam does 34. Clefable does 33. And I believe being faster doesn't out-prioritize. Okay, so if the Pokemon... So AI Pokemon is faster than the player and one-hit KOs it. AI Pokemon is slower than the player, but one-hit KOs it and is not one-hit KO'd. AI Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. AI Pokemon is slower than the players and deals more damage than it takes. So because Stoutland does not do more damage to us in percentage than we do to it, it will not swap to Stoutland, even though it's faster than us. So it will go to Probopass. Probopass also has Sand Force and Leftovers. Sand Force, I believe, boosts its damage output in the sand. What is that emote, Laika? Innskeeper hole? What is that hole? Sand Force. Pokemon's Ground, Rock, and Steel type attacks have their power multiplied by 1.3, and of course take no damage from Sandstorm. Oh shit! Thank you very much for the Prime sub, Laika. Thank you so much. I didn't get a jingle for it though, which is odd. Oh wait, converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub? What does that mean? Weird. Okay. Anyways. So, yeah, it just boosts the damage of all of its moves except for Thunderbolt. So it sees that its highest power move is Power Gem. Now, I believe Sawsbuck can actually one-hit KO Probopass. I believe Dear Sweet Noel Holiday lives a Power Gem easy and does minimum 101% with Jump Kick. And we have base 70 speed versus 33. We just need to make sure to equip her with Wide Lens. Not Wise Glasses. There we go. Wide Lens, export, import. Because Jump Kick is 95% accurate in this, and the way, rather than its normal 90%, and the way that accuracy boosting items work is that it multiplies the move's accuracy by 1.1%. So it's like, and since everything in this is round out, it's basically an extra 9%, so it's 104% accurate. Fun fact. So, notes, equip Noel with Wide Lens. Swap to... It's supposed to be Saws, but like she's Noelle. Oh, HKO with J-Kick. Oh wait, no, sorry. They're swapping to Probo. See, you can tell that I haven't done calcs in a minute, the way I'm doing calcs poorly. There we go. Swap to Noelle. When it KO with Jump Kick. Swap to... probably Herdier. 64%. Does take a lot from Jump Kick. Not enough to kill, unfortunately, because this thing's real bulky. And it has Sand Rush, so its speed is doubled in sand, and it doesn't take a Sand Chip. We do more damage than we take against Clefable. We do more damage than we take against Stoutland, but Stoutland is faster than us, so I believe that makes it priority. Thankfully, we show a slow... No, we need to show fast one-hit KO or slow... Sorry, slow one-hit KO or fast two-hit KO to prevent it from howling. Like, theoretically, if it sees that we are KOable, it won't go for Howl, but... Okay, Poison Jab does a lot to this thing, and it's likely to go for Submission, and if it goes for Howl, It is faster than us. Scary. Very solid chance at 2-hit KOs. What happens if I... Yeah, we need the Poison Barb in order to be able to 2-hit KO. But we could use our own... Yeah, I suppose it's submission. It's a fighting type move. That makes sense. That being said, we could swap into Stoutland. Oh, we're running these calcs with attack +1. Okay. Honestly, we actually do a lot of damage with submission. I think I like that, where we swap into Stoutland. If it goes for Howl, we get Intimidate off, dropping its attack back to neutral, and then we use Baby Doll Eyes, which is priority. Like, assuming it goes for Howl turn 1. We go for Baby Doll Eyes. Honestly, I think we go for Baby Doll Eyes anyways. We want its attack to be as low as possible. But, like, we swap into Stoutland. We drop its attack by 1. Yeah, if we go for Baby Doll Eyes... We have to be conscious of the fact that we're also taking Sandstorm Chip, though thankfully Nidoking isn't. But also, like, Groddle... Groddle can fight this thing pretty good. It would need to use Howl a couple of times to get its HP back up, and at that point we can 3-hit KO it with Seed Bomb. Because the main thing about Growlithe is if we drop its attack, Groddle can't be crit. And everything's slower anyways, so... And then if it goes for Howl, we can go for Growl. I think, yeah, swap to Stoutland. If it used Howl, use Baby Doll Eyes. Like, we want to use Baby Doll Eyes until it doesn't use Howl, basically. We want to take a hit on Stoutland. Because even, like, crit submission doesn't do enough to kill it. Even after a couple bits of Sandstorm Chip. So, swap to Stow. Swap to Stow. Hold on. Okay. Use B doll. Use BD eyes. Eyes. Until it's at -1. Swap to Grot. Because I believe if we use Sand Tomb turn 1, the collective 1/8 HP damage should eventually make it equal about the same damage as a Seed Bomb by the time we use our second Seed Bomb. Because it takes 1/8 max HP damage. So it takes 11. So 22, 34. Yeah, so it's 22 turn 1 becomes 33 turn 2 becomes 44 turn 3. Yeah, so that way, the reason we want to go for Sand Tomb is also if it starts using Howl, we can start spamming Growl to drop its attack and it's still taking chip. Swap to Grot. Use S-Tomb to hit KO with S-Bomb. Swap to Clef. Clefable comes out. It's going to see that Ice Beam is its highest damaging move. Magic Guard, Pixie Plate. Magic Guard doesn't stop it from getting flinched, right? Pokemon can only be damaged by direct attacks. Yeah, it just stops, like, chip damage, basically. Ooh, I do need to consider how long I'm leaving Grottle in against Stoutland, though. Just because of, like, chip damage. Against Grottle, it's never going to go for Play Rough, which is nice. So, theoretically, I could swap to Hitmonlee, fake out KO. So I think we make Hitmonlee our 4th. So it's going to go for Ice Beam. We swap to Hamilton, who takes that really good. We outspeed. Rock Slide has a chance to flinch. Do we have Asper Berries? Cherry, Chesto, Petra, Ross, Lepa, Orin. We do not have Asper Berries. We could pre-poison Hamilton, so that way it can never get statused. Because we can be crit, which is, of course, scary. It's going to go for Thunderbolt every turn. Thankfully, we're not taking chip damage. Because if we get frozen by Ice Beam, we're fucked. If we get KO'd by Thunderbolt, we're fucked. Poison Chip is basically just the equivalent of taking sand damage. We have 89 HP. Yeah, no, I think we can just... Because, like, what's the most damage it can do with Thunderbolt? Also, what does Mystical Fire do? It just, like, drops stats, right? 100% chance to lower the target's special attack. Yeah, we can totally deal with that, because we aren't special attackers. Yeah. Swap to Growl. Guaranteed 3-hit KO with our slide. Because Thunderbolt could paralyze, it's kind of a low chance, but it's extant enough to make me nervous. Equipped him well with Wide Lens, pre-poison Growl. We will, of course, have to buy some healing items because our baby boy will take damage. But I think this should be fine. We could also bring Nidoking, honestly. Like, Nidoking does take a lot from Stoutland and is slower. The main benefit of having Hitmonchan is that all of its moves are priority, so it doesn't matter that Stoutland has an incredible speed stat. Okay. For as much as I want to bring this May. Okay, so... we want to grab Ella Atea. We want Sawsbuck. We want Stoutland. We want Grottle. We want Growlithe. And then Hitmonchan is the backup. I'll go buy healing items before I go and pre-poison my dog. Ooh, and actually, we could even give Hamilton the Hardstone, I think. It doesn't turn it into a 2-hit KO, though. So yeah, we just want it to have Orin. Okay. We've got a good bit of cash. Actually, we should probably, like, sell some shit. Can sell it at a cheap price. I'm just making sure there isn't, like, special vendors for these. Okay. My wife arrives with delicious coffee beverage. A blessing. Okay. we do, of course, want to have like 5 of each of these. Just in case we get paralyzed in a way that we don't want. 60 HP, 20 HP. It is cheaper to heal with potions. Because that's 100 Poke per 10 HP, and this is like 9 HP per 100 Poke. Not quite. It's worse than that, actually. Hot drink beverage. Do I want to buy some timer balls? Repeat ball's funny as fuck to put this early in the game. To put in the game at all. Knowing what this shit's meant to be played as. We have 23 of those. We have 19 of those. Yeah, we're good on balls for right now. Yeah, I don't think I need to talk to any of these people. Okay. Ella Atea. You probably already have an Oranberry. You do. Noelle. Give you the wide lens. Seamus. Against other Stoutland, body slam, play rough submission. You would only ever get hit by submission. Yeah, body slam just doesn't do enough damage to risk showing up. So, we could also give you Silk Scarf, but we want to make sure you're as bulky as possible. Turtle, we want to have an Oranberry. Oh yeah, he was also running all of these damage calcs, assuming Silk Scarf. Thankfully, we're not even attacking with it. Okay. You have an Oranberry. Hamilton, you also need an Oranberry. Kethri, you have an Oranberry. Oh Christ, I forgot that Silk Song is loud. Are you okay, my beloved?
Yeah, I just got scared. Booted up, I'm like, why are you fucking loud? God.
Okay, so we are going to apply poison to Hamilton. And the reason we're doing this is because poison does about 12% damage, which is more than burn, but burn cuts our attack stat in half. But by poisoning it, Hamilton can't get paralyzed or frozen by Clefable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can probably run still. Forgive me if I'm being a bit precious with my babies. With that being said, we do need to make sure it doesn't drop to 1 HP so it doesn't cure itself. Because then we'd have to run all the way back. So the only thing is, I don't actually know where the trainer shows up at. Like, I don't think he just ambushes you. I'm sure he's probably just standing there, but just in case, I have saved the game. I guess I can just break this now. Hi, curses. Also, hi, Dragobon. I don't think I said hello to you yet. Stops foes from moving with rocks and cut speed. Ooh, Rock Tomb. So I'm sure the guy's probably, like, at the exit of this cave. Muscle Band. Okay. Muscle Band's nice. We have a bunch of type boosting items. Muscle Band is just a flat 10% increase to all physical moves. Very useful for something like Hitmonchan, who uses both fighting type moves and normal type moves. Oop. Okay, there he is. We made sure to get our damage tick in. Okay, Elite is in front. Fingers crossed this goes fine. The nice thing also is that the Stoutland is most likely to spam submission against our Pokemon, I believe. Oh no, it'll actually body slam Grotle. Maybe I didn't think that through as much as I could have. So maybe actually we give a Cherry Berry to Grotle and Hitmonchan. I'm glad I double checked that. Just in case they get parried. So this is a mildly scary fight, but I think we've got the tools we need to mitigate that. But if we can make it through this fight, we get our Verdant Turf encounter, which has some really interesting Pokemon. Out comes Sandaconda, out comes Ella Atea. We one-hit KO with Octazooka. It'd be so cool if Clear Smog cleared weather. Okay, next should be Probopass. Probopass is going to go for Power Gem. Oh no, it's going to go for Thunderbolt because I don't know how to fucking read. Okay, well, a little scary. Thunderbolt does have a 10% chance to paralyze, but thankfully we do survive a couple of hits from Probopass. But also, that's assuming we get unlucky a lot. Okay, no para. Noel Holiday? Kill him. More like No Hell Holiday. Okay, next should be Stoutland. Can you tell I haven't done calcs in like 4 days? There is a temptation, but we're not faster than it, and a crit submission absolutely kills us. High roll submission to 60. Yeah, so since we don't outspeed, there is no guarantee that it will not use Howl. For that reason, hey Dot, we are going to swap to Seamus to get Intimidate off. He's at -1. Stoutland used Howl. Okay, so we are going to use Baby Doll Eyes because we want it to... We always want it to be at least -1 for swapping to something else. And actually, how much PP does Howl have? Because there's a non-zero chance... It's got 64. Oh, well, I think that's like... Yeah, it's got 40. Okay, so we're never running it out of PP. Thankfully, we do actually show slow 2-hit KO, though. So yeah, we go for Baby Doll Eyes. Goes for submission. Okay. Does a lot of damage. He takes some recoil. I mean, it's definitely going for submission next, right? Does the most damage with Play Rough to Hitmonchan. I genuinely might just do swap to Turtle, use Seed Bomb one time, then swap to Kethri. That is not Olivia. Someone else also put in for a Deerling, and Watermelon But Awesome is a very regular chatter here. So we wanted to give her her rep. Okay, so it is currently neutral. That being said though, chat, I'll be right back. I need to go take care of something really big. Just give me like 2-3 minutes. Sorry about that, chat. I got a surprise, well, not really a surprise call. I was expecting to hear from the florist for our wedding, so we've been trying to figure out something with the pricing. So, had to go take that call real quick, but we are back, and we are hoping this fight goes well. So if I recall, last turn it used Howl, so its attack is currently back at base. So I think what I'm going to do is use Seed Bomb once, and then even if it uses Howl, okay, there is a chance that Crit Body Slam does kill Hitmonchan. So we will try to growl it back down to neutral if it goes for Howl. Actually, maybe this turn I go for Growl, and the next turn I go for Seed Bomb. It used Howl, I went for Growl. I'm glad I did. We just do this until it has a turn where it attacks us. Thankfully, because we're crit proof, we always know the maximum amount of damage we can take at any given point. Goes for Body Slam, good. Does a lot. Yeah, about 34%. Okay, I would love it if this ticked us into Orin range. Not quite. Okay. We always live a Body Slam here. We still have our... Oh, right, we don't have an Orin. We have a Cherry Berry. So highest damage, Body Slam does 36%. That plus Sandstorm won't kill us. I'm going to use Seed Bomb. I'm glad I grabbed the Cherry Berry. Jesus. And there's a chance it sees kill with Play Rough, which is awkward. Because I get knocked down to... Okay, it's a 50-50 on if it goes for Body Slam or Play Rough. Crit Play Rough, because Play Rough can drop your attack in this, can it? Play Rough. 10% chance to lower the target's attack. So what I could do... Its stats are all neutral. And Seadra baits a Body Slam and always lives a crit. Because thankfully, this thing now always sees a kill on Turtle and it outspeeds, so it'll always go for an attacking move. So we're going to swap to Ella Atea to take a Body Slam or Play Rough. Goes for Body Slam. Okay. We'd love to see Poison Point proc, honestly. Okay. And now, it always sees highest damage being Body Slam, or it'll go for Howl. We are fine if it goes for Howl, because both of Kethri's moves are priority, and the first one causes flinch. We just wanted to make sure that it never goes for Play Rough. I'm really glad I equipped those Cherry Berries. Oh, we'd be so fucked if we didn't have those. Okay. Mach Punch does minimum 56%. It's already in yellow. No point in wasting a turn on Fake Out. That's just more chip damage that we take. Although, with Clefable... Yeah, I think it's going to be guaranteed to go for Draining Kiss, which is the best move we could swap into Growlithe. So that's nice. Yeah, so just go for Mach Punch. Good. Alright, this Clefable still ain't nothing to scoff at, but thankfully we're faster than it and we're using a move that has a 30% chance to flinch. RNG is on our side. At least, like, theoretically. Also, Growlithe doesn't take Sandstorm Chip. It does take poison damage, though, which is, you know, not fun. Out comes Clefable. Clefable sees KO with Draining Kiss. It's definitely not going to go for Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Mystical Fire. So we swap to Hamilton. Hamilton gets the 1.5 times special defense boost for being a Rock type in Sandstorm. All of Clefable's moves are special. Rock Slide is a guaranteed 3-hit KO. And it's never going to go for Draining Kiss again. It'll always go for Thunderbolt. But we can't get paralyzed because we're already poisoned. Which kind of feels like a cutting off your nose despite your face type deal, but that also might not be how people use that phrase. And every flinch we get is extra, just like, easier the fight goes. Because we can still get crit, and that can make things problematic, or we can crit and double flinch. Okay, never mind. Free, easy. No issues. I appreciate that. Thank you, game. We made it to Verdanturf Town. Clefable fainted. Okay. We're gonna go left in a second. I think there are just items over there. But first, I want to heal my babies. My babies, my babies. Okay. So I think all of the Pokemon in Verdanturf Town are pretty good, but there are some that, like, don't really help us with the fights we currently have coming up that we do kind of need help for. Namely, getting Weeping Bell here would be kind of bad for us. So we're hoping to not see Weeping Bell. Okay. Do any of you have free shit for me? Protective pads, nice. Protective pads, yeah, guards the holder from contact move effects. Which I believe also prevents you from, like, if you hit something that has poison point, you never risk getting poisoned. Very, very nice to have. I don't know if it would have stopped, I don't think it would have stopped Sandy Conda from throwing up sand, but, you know. Okay. There's the tiny little grass patch. Nothing from them. I think this is Wally's house. Don't worry about Wally, he'll be just fine. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize these two were related to Wally. That's neat. The wind's blow volcanic ash. I'm listening to the air is clean here. God, the world building for Hoenn is so good. Hold on. Does Turtle like me the favoritist? Okay. I guess she doesn't give me anything for high affection. All right. Let's go grab Electros or Electric. Get my puppy out of here. And we grab Eldegoss just in case. Take you over Seadra, because most of the Pokemon here are grass types. I already talked to these guys. Okay. So in Verdanturf Town, we have a 20% chance to encounter Patillo. I wouldn't complain about getting Patillo. The problem is it's kind of the same issue that we have with Weeping Bell, of it requires a stone to evolve, and we don't have those, and we really need some good Pokemon to help us with the next big boss fight that hits us, because we get Evo Stones in Mauville City, but we need to get there, and there's one boss before there. So Patillo is a 20%. Fungus is a 10%. I don't know if Fungus Amoongus is as great in this. They do eventually get Spore, which is nice. Phanpy at 10%. Could be the return of Rat. Mudbray could be really nice. It's a duplicate for Rustboro, which we haven't pulled yet. Tangling Hair is really nice. I don't know if it helps us for the fight we're going into, but like, you know, I wouldn't be sad about it. Nidorino would be kind of bad because it's just especially offensive Nidorino, but it would be cute to have both of them. Rosalia is really good if you get it with Poison Point because that becomes Technician on Roserade, but again, I would like to get Rosalia like after these coming fights. Fungus, again, I already said that. Weeping Bell would be kind of rough because it doesn't do much for us at this level and requires a Leaf Stone to evolve. Flaffy would be interesting. We could immediately get Ampharos, plus Flaffy is a static mon, which means we could go back to Rustboro to try and get Togedemaru. Shroomish and Breloom. No idea how useful they are. With Poison Heal, I'm pretty sure they can be, like, pretty nice, and there's not a reason to delay its Evo, so we would just evolve it straight into Breloom. So yeah, I think I'm hoping for Flaffy, Phanpy, and honestly, I'm just kind of hoping for Shroomish because I personally like Shroomish. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, yada yada. Okay. There is, of course, a chance that the Pokemon that we encounter cannot be paralyzed. Oh shit. Nothing down here? I like this grass patch. Rosalia is interesting. Again, it's kind of unfortunate because it requires a stone to evolve. We also need to see it's pretty ability dependent. If this thing has Poison Point, we're like feeling pretty happy about this. But for like the future, because we still need to get a shiny stone. You do a lot of damage with Sludge, ma'am. Maybe I should have gone for a fucking Quick Ball. Uh-oh. You know what, let's just throw an Ultra Ball and see what happens. Two, three. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Do we have Roserade? Wait, I think we do, because it's literally just, yeah, Watermelon but Awesome requested Rosalia. So there we go. Welcome back to the team, hon. So I do gotta say, that thing did a lot of damage, which is hopefully a good sign that it has a nice special attack. And like, Natural Cure isn't awful, but it's just a lot less useful than Technician. Poison Point. Okay, attack decreasing nature, defense boosting's fine. Perfect Speed Ivy. 3 special attack is sad, but like perfect Speed Ivy. Because let me just confirm, I believe Poison Point is the one we want to see. Rosalia. Yeah, so Natural Cure, Poison Point, Natural Cure, Poison Point, Natural Cure, Technician, nice! Okay. Okay. And it has Worry Seed still! Okay, Worry Seed is fucking massive. It's a move that just gets rid of the opponent's ability. On something with a perfect speed stat, that's really nice to have. Yeah, no, this thing is so fucking good. Oh my god. Stun Spore, Poison Powder, Worry Seed. I assume they still have the 90 accuracy, but Wide Lens can fix that. It is unfortunate that we have to wait until we get a shiny stone, but let's see, is there any reason to delay Roserade? Or delay for Roserade? because we're already at level 20. So Grass Whistle at 25 for both of them. They both get Venom Shock at 31. They both get Toxic at 36. Energy Ball at 40. Sleep Powder at 44. Synthesis at 48. Sludge Bomb at 55. Nice. There is literally no downside to evolving this thing as early as possible. So that being said, when did we get a shiny stone? Where is evolution items? Shiny stone. Mauville City. Okay. Also, I just heard... Oh, thanks for the follow, Han. I didn't realize that... Sorry, I was about to say I didn't realize you hadn't already, but that feels presumptuous. But thank you for the follow. We just got Technician Rosalia, or sorry, Poison Point Rosalia with Perfect Speed IV. So we're happy about that. Like, unfortunately bad special attack, but nothing feels better than using a heart scale on a stat of like 3. And it like still has Worry Seed and everything. It's our Verdant Turf encounter specifically. So I should get those marked off on the spreadsheet. Counter checklist. Rosalia. Do Rosalia Rose Raid. Yeah, so if we can just make it past Chell, we can evolve this thing and get like a proper fucking monster. I'm just gonna put Lixie down here because we're probably not gonna use her for a long time until she evolves. But yeah, so scripting. Load recent script. Let's also get our updated list of hidden abilities, or hidden powers. Okay. Showdown export. Where are you, Rosalia? Yeah, no, how are things going over in Nintendo's chat after I left? Yeah, no, one attack literally doesn't matter. 4 HP is kind of sad. It's always nice to have, like, good HP. Yeah, no, I like this thing a lot. Now the question is, can we do our next route encounter? I don't think so. I think we have to fight some trainers. I hope we can do our next route encounter. We have a 10% chance of Togedemaru, which is fun. So I'm going to save the game just in case I accidentally stumble into something. Yeah, okay. We have to fight like a trainer or 3 before we can touch grass. We could also theoretically fish for Chinchou, which is really good because Chinchou is like one of the only Pokemon you get access to that maintains access to a type nullification ability. It gets Volt Absorb. Like nothing in this game gets Flash Fire or Water Absorb or Lightning Rod. They're very heavily restricted abilities. Switch Burry to front. Also, honestly, the Rosalia might still be usable, even though, like, we can't evolve it. So I don't believe this is a trainer. I believe this is just a guy. And he gives us wise glasses. We don't just find them on the ground, do we? Do we need to equip black glasses onto a Pokemon? Han, if you could help me on this one, I would appreciate it. Also, is it Han or Han? Because I feel like I've heard Nintendo refer to you as Hannah, but I could also be completely incorrect. There they are. And as I mentioned with the Muscle Band before, the Wise Glasses applies to special attacks. Very nice thing to have. Okay. Well, I guess time to dive back into the lab. Thankfully, fights don't get super duper scary for a few more of them. Hopefully, we'll at least get our next encounter first. Actually, I should check the Pokemart to see if they have anything interesting to buy. Or is that where we just got timer balls from? I don't think it is. Ooh, nest ball. Moon ball. Sure, why not? Honestly, we should probably buy a Fluffy Tail just in case. Also, I like the implication of the Fluffy Tail that Skitty Tails are like salamanders, where like if they're in danger, they have a chance of falling off. Watermelon, hey, welcome to stream. You're gonna like something. You're gonna like something quite a bit. Because doll, hun, friend, buddy. Look what we just got. And it's a good one. Also, you missed it. We did use Noel Holiday to one-hit KO a Probopass. Okay. Anyways, well, let's start digging into our next fight. Oof. 4 Pokemon, Gothitelle with Shadow Tag, Psychic, Draining Kiss, Rest, Calm Mind. Jesus Christ. Okay, thank God it gets one-hit KO'd by Crawdaunt. Thank you, Crawdaunt. Thank you, Crawdaunt, for being absolutely cracked all the time. I need to remember to have color coding on. Yeah, okay. So... where is it? Oh, I just didn't recognize it because I had all these up here. Okay. Oh, but what is its hidden power type? Because it is a special attacker. Ice. That's nice. Wait a second. Hidden power's base 60. Ice type hidden power, like, it'd change if we ever used a heart scale on its special attack. But ice type hidden power on a Technician Mon is fucking crazy. That's just free Ice Beam. Minus the chance to freeze, but we're never relying on that, so... okay. Breeder. Lydia. Notes. Opens. Goth. Open with... yep, we outspeed by just a little bit. Open with Craw, OHKO, with K off. Also, the sun is down, so I can open my blinds. It's nice outside. Okay. Swap to... I assume probably Hitmonchan, right? Yeah, Sky Uppercut nearly one-hit KOs. And of course it outspeeds. Beat it with my own Hitmonchan. Nah, it also has Mach Punch. Although, buddy, how much damage do you do with Muscle Band? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of a massive boost. But also, we should confirm that it swaps to Hitmonchan. It could swap to... it will swap to Toxtricity, because it outspeeds and one-hit KOs. Unless Sableye has something cracked, but no, thankfully. Much simpler. Okay. And the nice thing is that it goes for Shockwave. Oh, yeah, easy. Okay. So, swaps to... Toxed. Okay, I'm gonna go on E-People. Thanks for hanging out for a couple minutes, Rose. Have a good night. So, Toxtricity comes in next. Because it sees one-hit KO with Shockwave. We Swap to... Not Kiddo. Nido. There we go. Hell, even fucking Onyx one-hit KOs this thing. That's crazy. And the nice thing is that... Oh, no, it's actually slower than Nidoking. Okay, cool. It'll always go for Shockwave turn 1 because it sees kill. Won't have time to go for Shift Gear. Yeah, we just... Okay. OHKO with D-Run. Swap to... Ice Punch. It considers Hitmonchan as outspeeding because neither of them do more damage than they take. Ice Punch does a lot, but we could still get off a Poison Jab. Because even if it crit freezes... What do we have that's good for fighting this thing? Definitely not you. Definitely not you. Maybe you? Honestly, I suppose the name of the game is get off a single poison jab, right? Like, outspeed, use poison jab, swap to our own Hitmonchan, which also speed ties it. Bad IVs, baby. Well, we could also actually go for Fletchinger. Like, it takes a lot from Ice Punch, but not that much. Because, like, Ice Punch will never kill. The only thing that worries me with Ice Punch is that it freezes, but even then, it's, like, only a 10% chance. So, theoretically, as long as we prep, like, 3... Well, no, because we can't pre-burn Nidoking. We could pre-poison Hitmonchan. It takes an Ice Punch, Fake Out, and then... The AI always considers itself as winning speed ties, which means that it won't go for Mach Punch to counter our Mach Punch. Honestly, if I pre-burn you, like, yeah, you still fucking one-hit KO Toxtricity easy. And Poison Jab does a minimum 25 to 70 HP. 70 minus 25 is 55. And then, assuming we equip the Muscle Band, Fake Out does minimum 17. Can I actually use the calculator on that? Drops it to 38, and then Mach Punch does 30. Yeah, okay. We can't pre-burn. We can't poison it either. Like, it should be fine, as long as we have enough Pokemon to swap to. Like, okay, it's swap to hit him. Use P-Jab. I'll never get tired of typing use P-Jab. It's truly the foulest description for an attack. Yeah, get him with P-Jab. Yeah, you don't take hits particularly well. And then against Hitmonchan, it goes for Sky Uppercut. Oh. Yeah, okay, so it goes for Ice Punch. We swap to Hitmonchan. Yeah, I think we just bring Fletchinger, so if it freezes either Nidoking or Hitmonchan, like, we have Fletchinger's our second guy who can do buttloads of damage. Although, we could swap to Crawdaunt on Ice Punch, and then it goes for Sky Uppercut, and then we swap to Hitmonchan. Because Crawdaunt can't be crit, So we know exactly what HP it'll be at. Which also means Sky Uppercut can never, like, psych kill us. So use P-Jab, swap to Craw, swap to hit him, use F out, use M punch, sorry, KO with M punch, punch, swap to Sable. So we get you in here, we get Fletchinger in as a just in case. Recover, Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade, Foul Play. Prankster, Citrus Berry. Nightshade always does set damage. Foul Play. What's the gimmick to Foul Play? Is it just that I can't miss? Uses the target's attack stack and damage calculations. So we just need to bring something that has a very low attack stat. Like Seadra. Or hell, Eldegoss. Plus it goes for Will-O-Wisp, which means that won't hurt, like, our damage prospects. Such a banger track. Like, yeah, recover, Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade. I think as long as we're faster than it, we're fine, right? So we bring Seadra and Eldegoss. Swap to Seed. Equip Seed with Frostberry. Like, the other nice thing is that Nightshade can literally never out-damage Synthesis. Yeah, so we bring a Frostberry, so that way if it goes for Will-O-Wisp, it will have a chance to go for Will-O-Wisp again. Swap to Seed. 2 to 3 hit KO with Octazooka. Because it'll be fighting Hitmonchan most likely. Which means it might go for Nightshade actually. Depending on, well no, Crawdon won't have that much HP. I mean actually it'll probably have a decent bit, won't it? Could probably use Crawdon to fight Sableye. Yeah, it'll be fine. We can kind of improv from there. I don't think it'll be too complicated. Okay. Okay. We need Crawdons. And Nidoking. Hitmonchan is the third one. We need Fletchinger. And Seadra. And Eldegoss. Okay. Kick up a notes. We just give Seadra and Goss Frostberries. We give Miss May Poison Barb. Is she holding it? Okay, she's holding it. Clea because I have an Oranberry, because why not? Give Kethri an Oranberry. Orin. Give you an Orin. And then you two get Rost. Of which we have an absolute bounty, yeah, so we don't need to worry about wasting those. Yeah, so we are officially hitting the point in the game where we need to worry about pre-statusing our own Pokemon, not to benefit off of cheese abilities like Guts, but simply to prevent us from, like, getting statused by the opponent. But it's a very effective strategy. Okay, so... predicted to have, yeah, an Oranberry functionally. Outspeeds, Gothitelle... Shadow Tag, Leftovers, yeah, and then Sableye has Prankster. So it's got Prankster Recover, but as long as we're hitting it with an attack that does more than half its HP, which Octazooka does, we eventually War of Attrition it. And if we're lucky, this is the only fight we have to do before our next encounter. But I think there's probably a couple. Okay. Clea's in front. Out comes Breeder Lydia. So, again, we outspeed Gothitelle, we one-hit KO it with Knockoff. Nothing fancy. I'll never get tired of knocking off items of Pokemon that have already fainted. Next, we should see Toxel, or Toxtricity. Toxtricity is going to go for an Electric-type move, because it sees KO, so we're just going to swap to Miss May, who, shocker of shocks, doesn't take damage from that. And outspeeds Toxtricity. Drain Punch, Payback, Shift Gear, yeah, it doesn't have any Prio moves. So we just go for Drill Run. That did 231%. Minimum. Maximum, it did 274%. Out comes Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan has Shadow Punch, Ice Punch, Mach Punch, Sky Uppercut. Ice Punch is its highest damaging move, never kills us on crit. This is a speed tie. Obviously, we would like to win it, but it doesn't matter as long as we don't get frozen. Goes for Ice Punch. Big damage. Procs Poison Point. This thing doesn't have Guts, but it does have a Lumberry, so it doesn't change anything. We did not get poisoned. Okay. Big damage. It's going to go for Ice Punch again. We're going to send in Clea, because Clea takes Ice Punch incredibly well, and on the off chance it somehow goes for Sky Uppercut, Clea always survives that, because Clea cannot be crit. Goes for Ice Punch. The reason we are swapping to Clea is to make sure that it doesn't use Ice Punch on our Hitmonchan and end up freezing it. So now we can swap to Kethri, where it's going to go for Sky Uppercut guaranteed because it sees KO. And Sky Uppercut definitely does a lot of damage, but never kills. Now, if I am correct, we outspeed it, or we're speed tied, and the game treats speed ties as assuming that it's faster. I believe so. Honestly, well, Fake Out will probably kill it anyways, and Fake Out is +3 priority. I did forget to give Kethri the muscle band, though, so thank God that worked. Okay. Out comes Sableye. Sableye knows Foul Play, Recover, Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade. It has a Citrus Berry, and its ability is Prankster. Honestly, how much damage do its attacks do to... It does do quite a bit to Nidoking. Because I'm thinking, Nidoking does have Bug Bite. And it kind of doesn't matter if it goes for, like, Will-O-Wisp. But no, we play this safe. We swap to Ella Atea. Goes for Nightshade. Nightshade just does damage equal to its level. So it's nice and consistent. We can now go for Octazooka. Goes for Nightshade again. We live 3 Nightshades, right? Hold on. A crit Foul Play would kill us, and we're not guaranteed to KO with Octazooka. I'm gonna play this a little extra safe and swap to Perry. Yeah, 89 HP too. Goes for Will-O-Wisp. Weird time to go for Will-O-Wisp, buddy, but fair enough. Perry was burned. We have a Rostberry, so being burned doesn't matter. We might now get locked in a bit of a Magical Leaf Prankster recover loop, but eventually we should come out on top. Because Perry does not do 50% damage. Though I don't know if the game understands that it has Prankster recover. So we'll see. Went for Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Weird, but alright. But that's a KO. Okay, let's go heal up. Now, what's that down to the south? Because I think the girl standing there is a trainer. It's probably to get, like, a rare candy or something. But, like, I don't know. There's a chunk of grass, or, like, a chunk of fence that we can walk through. So, let's take a look. Oh, TM. Revival Herb doesn't really do anything for obvious reasons, but we can sell it. Electro Web. That's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Speed control, as we've established, is very powerful. It's also a spread move. It's just insane for double battles. I don't know if we have anything that can even learn it, but, like, hell. Next trainer is Breeder Corgi. That's funny. So I'm going to save the game and talk to this girl. I don't think she's a trainer, but I just want to make sure, you know, obviously, in case I get jump scared and she's a trainer, I reserve the right to reload. Like I thought so. Oh, nice. So Breeder Corgi's a little spooky. He's got a bunch of dogs. And they're powerful dogs. Okay. Yeah, no, he's got 5 whole-ass dogs. Arcanine, Furfrou, Lucario, Manectric, and Boltund. Breeder Corgi's probably going to take us a second. Notes. Opens. Arca. Okay. So, Arcanine has Intimidate and a Citrus Berry. Because it has Intimidate, it makes it so that Nidoking isn't a guaranteed KO. Because we give it Soft... If we give it Soft Sand, but then its attack goes to -1. Yeah. Does at most 70.9. So we can't rely on Nidoking to get the KO with Drill Run against you. Because how many of you have Intimidate? Static, Strong Jaw. Yikes. Focus Sash, Lumberry, Leftovers. Of course you're a fucking Leftovers fur coat, Furfrou. Can we teach Nidoking Rock Smash? Because Rock Smash has a 100% defense drop rate. Unsurprisingly, we can. We can also teach it to Kethri, which is like better than you think it is, because I do believe Rock Smash is a punching move. Like... It doesn't say if it's a punching move. Google. Iron Fist Pokemon. Bullet Punch, Comet Punch, Dizzy Punch. Oh, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's not Rock Smash. Punching moves Pokemon. Oh shit! Hey Ninten, welcome to stream. We are currently figuring out Breeder Corgi, who is scary. And I'm looking up, yeah, okay. Rock Smash is in fact not a punching move. Ooh, but Clea could get it, Miss May could get it, because thought process is for something like Boltund, who has a Focus Sash, and Furfrou, which does a lot of damage with Return. Scary Corgi, oh no. Yeah, no, Corgi's fucking spooky. But check out what we caught in Verdanturf Town. Rosalia, 31 Speed IV, Poison Point. Also, really good defenses. An attack lowering nature. Special defense boosting. Sadly, only 3 special attack IV, but we can scale that if we really need to. Very much potential, and it still has Worry Seed. That was the one thing I was bummed about if I got a Rosalia. It's like, oh, if I get a Rosalia after the Badoo at the start of the game, it probably won't have Worry Seed. But never mind. I guess I was totally wrong, and I've never been so happy to be. But how'd your stream go? Yeah, no, I guess I'm just trying to figure out, like, the fuck do we even do with this guy? We crushed Watson after, like, 2 hours of prep. I fucking love to hear that. Alright. Arcanine. To the shock of no one, Flare Blitz does a lot of damage. Wild Charge, Extreme Speed. Because what we could do is swap into... Oh, wait, I think I know how we could beat Arcanine. If we open with a water type that gets one-hit KO'd by Wild Charge, nothing one-hit KOs with Wild Charge. Frustrating. But it definitely baits Wild Charge, which we can then swap into Nidoking. Take a lot of damage from Flare Blitz, but we get around Intimidate, and with Soft Sand, we always get KO with Drill Run. Counting was the bigger enemy than Watson. Ooh, PP stall. Prepared for all this bad luck and then none of it happened. That was kind of me with Roxanne. Razor Shell so almost one-hit KOs consistently. But yeah, the only worry would be that Arcanine goes for Will-O-Wisp turn 1. Which means I wouldn't be able to give Nidoking Soft Sand. Because I can't pre-poison. I don't do that much with Onyx. Gonna lurk now. Good luck with Corgi Prep. Thank you! Intimidate Citrus Berry. Why is the thing so fucking bulky? But yeah, no, I am thinking get rid of Double Kick for Rock Smash. Because Will-O-Wisp AI, how do you work? Ooh, actually. Oh, but then I'd still be using an item. Oh. Oh, the baby's okay. It sounds like they're tussling out there. It's like, Hitmonchan, you don't do... Yeah, you don't do nearly enough. You take a lot from Flip. Oh. The kid's okay? Okay. The wife is silk-songing. I'm gonna go check on the cats really quickly. I'm sure they're fine. They're making noises. 1 second. Yeah, the babies are alright. The Rowdy Boys! Hi, Turtle! Corgi, why you needs to be so difficult? Octazooka. Does Wise Glasses make this kill? Not quite, but almost. Seadra's slower, and its Octazooka's weaker. Hold on, wait. Okay, because we're trying to shore up minimum range. And Razor Shell. Oh, I suppose if we give you... There we go. Muscle Band makes that guaranteed. And I suppose if you get Will-O-Wisp to turn 1, then boo-hoo, your attack is halved. You just get it with the second Razor Shell. Like, you take 1 hit either way. Can't get crit, because can Wild Charge paralyze? If Wild Charge can paralyze, that becomes an issue. No, just quarter HP recoil. Okay. Because it doesn't have any move like knockoff. Because the trainer's name is Breeder Corgi and he has a team of 5 dogs. Okay, so odds are we take at least 1 wild charge. Say it does 50 damage, drops us to 39. So... Equip Raw with Wise Glasses. This guy knows what he's about. Hey, look, I respect a strong personal brand. Okay, so open with Raw. Not Wise Glasses, Muscle Band. Muscle Band Glasses. There we go. Okay. Open with Craw. OHKO. With Rochelle. Also sand in calc? Oh, you're so right. Thankfully, I don't think that's affected our calcs, but thank you for reminding me. Okay. So we're likely to be down to 39 HP. Though actually, I suppose if it always goes... Well, if it goes for Will-O-Wisp, then we wouldn't get Wild Charge Recoil. Okay. Oh, wait, Intimidate. I keep forgetting that it starts with fucking Intimidate. So actually, that wouldn't work, would it? Hell. Yeah, okay. I think the play is to open with... Because its speed is 70, and our highest speed Pokemon is Noelle. Yeah, we can't bait... I mean, that would bait Flare Blitz, but no. So I think what we want to do... Yeah. So we send out a Water type that baits Wild Charge or Will-O-Wisp. And then I guess we just hope we don't get hit by Will-O-Wisp. Because, like... Okay, let me look up... I don't think Will-O-Wisp has Special AI. I think it's just always a +6. Starts at +6. 30% of the time, if the target has a physical attacking move, adds prior or adds +1. Will does have Special AI. So 30% of the time, it's a +7 move. And 2/3 of the time, it's just a +6 move. But it always has a chance to use it. I could pre-poison the Pokemon I send in first, so it never goes for Will-O-Wisp against it. So it always goes for Wild Charge, which Nidoking then takes. 0 damage. There we go. That's how we do it. Because we can afford to get burned, we just can't afford to get burned the turn we switch in. Because we don't have a Water type that's weak enough to guaranteed get one-hit KO'd by a Wild Charge. Okay. The question is, do any of our Water types help us with other Pokemon here? God, Nidoking does so much damage to everything. Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, Magnet Rise. Oh god, how does Magnet Rise AI work? Control F. Probably just a +6, which is annoying, because of course it outspeeds us. But Hitmonchan with Muscle Band might be able to KO. It has Steadfast, which isn't Inner Focus. Sorry, currently I'm just scouting options. With Muscle Band, it's still not a guaranteed KO. It's pretty unlikely. Yeah, it does minimum 70. That being said, it's kind of fine taking a hit. Okay, but anyways. Which Water type do we want most for other Pokemon? Octillery is good at fighting Lucario and doesn't take that much damage. Seadra takes a lot of damage. Interesting, Octillery, are you bad physically but good specially? Oh no, it's just that Seadra's particularly bad, poorly specially defensive. Has particularly bad special defense. I got there. Okay. God, yeah, Nidoking beats this thing's ass. Like, yeah, even if, like, it uses Magnet Rise, just fucking double kick Lamau. Although, does the game deprioritize using status moves if it sees it gets one hit KO'd, or is it just like buffing and debuffing moves? Okay. Special AI of a non-attacking move is +6. Okay. Nothing fancy about that. Yeah, I believe it's just buffing moves. Ooh, you go, Noelle. You do crazy damage with jump kick. Fuck. What can learn Rock Smash? Like, Noelle, can you get Rock Smash? Yes, you can. Okay. I don't know if I'll... Well, I could delete Secret Power for it, and then just go get Secret Power again later. Because I'm trying to figure out, like... Nidoking is good against so many Pokemon in this fight. Where do I use it? Because in theory, if I drop its defense by 1... I don't even think Jump Kick to it KOs. That's fucking crazy. God. Fur Coat is busted. I also didn't even notice it has attract. Hashtag love loses. I don't like this fight that much. Is frustrating. Yeah, you always get wild charged. Because it's like the question is, do we do pre-poisoned Crawdont? Is it good for anything else? It could knock off Furfrow's leftovers, but it takes so much from Play Rough. God, and Furfrow's so fast. Like, this thing's just stupidly fast for no good reason. But in theory, we could use Gossifleur to drop it a bit. That doesn't even help that much. Palpitoad, do you do that much damage to Arcanine? Kind of, actually. You take all of its hits pretty well. Muddy Water's a 2-hit KO. Wise Glasses does make it a guaranteed hit. Because at that point, I don't even need to worry about getting Will-O-Wisped. It'd actually be upside if we got Will-O-Wisp, because then it wastes a turn. Like what? Crit Flare Blitz does a lot, of course, but like, it would need to crit twice to be able to kill. Just possible, but unlikely. Ooh, you're also good into Manectric, though. And into Boltund. Yeah, okay. I think we do... Because if it's Seadra... If it's a special attacker, we can pre-burn. Or if it's Crawdont, we would have to pre-poison. I like not this fight. Okay, let's look at Octillery. Does it fight Furfrou well? Kind of, but not really. Does it fight Lucario well? Honestly, yes. Does it fight Manectric well? No, but yes. Does it fight Boltund well? Also kind of yes. Now, Celio. Do you fight Furfrou well? You do have access to Charm, which is very useful, cutting its attack in half. But you would take 2 returns along the way. On top of poison damage. You don't fight Lucario well. You don't fight Manectric well. You don't fight Boltund well. Ooh, Fletchinger actually also baits Wild Charge. Don't really fight Lucario. Don't really fight Furfrou. Definitely don't fight the electric types. Probably not you. Like, the main thing is... Oh, that's funny. We could PP stall Thunder and Psychic Fangs. Oh god, it has Howl, because of course it does. Of course it has Howl. Like, the problem I keep running into is that, like, Nidoking is just my best Pokemon for this fight in every situation. So it's like, I almost feel like I should save it for Manectric and Boltund. Like... Yeah, Jesus. What you doing with your hands? What?
Being dramatic.
Oh, my wife is being dramatic.
I'm getting tilted over one chunky fly.
My wife is getting tilted over a chunky fly. Okay.
I've basically been at this thing since you started streaming.
Got it. Okay. I think the way we handle this fight is Wide Lens Palpitoad. At least how we start Arcanine. Open with Palp. Equip. I think Flare Blitz has a chance to burn. That kind of doesn't matter. %10 chance to burn. Yeah, it's pretty irrelevant. Equip Palp with Wide Lens. Open Palpitoad against Arcanine. 2-hit KO with Muddy Water. Not to mention, Muddy Water has a chance, like a decent chance to drop accuracy, I believe. Like, what are the odds for that? Okay, 30%. It's not quite 50, but still, 30% is not bad at all. So yeah. It never baits Extreme Speed. Never gets the Blitz. Well, always gets the Blitz, but takes the Blitz very well. And it has Poison Touch for a chance to just... Ooh, I did forget about Citrus Berry because I'm bad at this. Fuck me. Muddy Water is a 3-hit KO, which is mostly safe, but not guaranteed. It's so annoying that the best way to fight this thing is through a 1-hit KO. Okay, yeah. It means that we'll need to use Palpitoad. Okay, we can use Palpitoad to fight Boltund and Manectric, potentially. Yeah, Manectric, probably. Okay, we have to just do the open with like a pre-poisoned Octillery. Although, actually, Isn't it like the game never goes for a status move if it outspeed? No, I don't think that's right. Han, am I crazy, or is there something where it's like, if the game sees that it's possible for you to kill it, it never goes for a status move? Or am I just thinking of buff moves? Like if it outspeeds, so it always goes for like a damaging move? Okay, whatever. Equip Palp. Okay, so don't actually equip Palp with Wide Lens. Burn. Octi. Okay. Open with Palp. So open with Octi. Octillery always takes the most damage from Wild Charge, and if it's pre-burned, it'll never go for Will-O-Wisp. So open with Octillery, swap to Nido. We need to make sure pre-burn Octi, equip Nido with Soft Sand. OHKO with Durun. 2-hit KO if Will-O-Wisp. Okay. So we start with Octillery. We go to Nidoking. Nidoking always takes at least one Flare Blitz, probably. So we lose like 45, 46 HP. Say we lose 45. I doubt it'll make that much of a difference. 101 minus 45 is what, 56? Yeah. Brings us to 55% HP. Doesn't outspeed kill, doesn't outspeed kill, doesn't outspeed kill. Could outspeed kill. That's frustrating. Because I don't know if it's guaranteed to swap to Boltund or not. Because it's not an issue of like, okay, what's the lowest damage Flare Blitz can do to me? 40? So 101 minus 40 is what, 61? We could pre-damage, because it sees highest damage is 58. So in theory, if we pre-damage Nidoking by 3, which is annoying because we can't poison it, bonus points if it swaps to Boltund, sees kill with Psychic Fangs means it never goes for Howl. Means we get a free switch to something. Potentially something that could even, like, kill it. 2-hit KOing with Secret Power is nice, even if we're slower. And Psychic Fangs does a lot, and I think it's... No, I think it just tears down barriers. Like, just doesn't do enough damage. Oh, also it has a Focus Sash anyways. So we would need something like Hitmonlee to break Sash. But yeah. Because the thing is, assuming we're at, what would it be? 98 HP if we pre-damaged ourselves by 3. Yeah, 98 minus 40 is 58, which it always sees. Because the game will always assume highest possible damage when determining switch in AI. So it would see that Boltund would come in second, would be able to swap in, outspeed, get kill. And it uses Psychic Fangs, which means it could be a free switch to Crawdaunt, which then, funny enough, baits... It doesn't guarantee bait Thunderfang is the annoying thing. It could go for Howl. And then if it goes for Howl... yikers. Because there's never going to be a world where we outspeed this thing. Once we swap into like a Thunderfangs, but... And then, even then, what's its speed at minus 156? Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy fast. But at least if we swap into Psychic Fangs, or swap into that, we always know what it's going for. We could use a Crawdaunt to pivot into Thunderfangs or Howl. I think Eldegoss theoretically wins a war of attrition with it. Because Psychic Fangs does more damage, and I think it, like, maybe has a chance to flinch. This attack does not miss the effects of Reflect, Light Screen, and Aurora Veil, and for the target side. Oh, interesting. So it's perfectly accurate. It's a bite move, but it's not a flinch chance. Pre-damage Nido to 98. Because, yeah, and if Nidoking's at 98 HP, I don't think there's ever a world where Arcanine could, like, crit Flare Blitz, does 72 damage. What's 98 minus 72? Except it also used Will-O-Wisp. It literally would never go for Will-O-Wisp the previous turn. So Flare Blitz, crits, burns us. We take 16th of our max HP. We always live. The only issue is that then it'll probably see Furfrou next, but we can't plan for literally every eventuality. So yeah, we expect to get hit the regular amount and have a minimum damage roll show kill to Boltund. Because there's nothing else that comes close to Boltund's damage range with Psychic Fangs. Now, annoyingly, I don't think it guarantees sees a kill with Psychic Fangs, though. Like, it likely does if we don't get, cheesed. This thing's so fucking spooky for no reason. Palpitoad, how well do you fight this thing? Psychic Fangs does a lot. Mudshot also does a lot. And Mudshot doesn't drop speed, right? It'd be so cool if it did. 100% chance to lower speed by 1. I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, it would need to get 2 off anyways, and at that point, it's already fucking okay. What we could do, Nido, swap to Craw, swap to Palp. Because we threaten fat or slow one-hit KO. I don't know if that applies proper setup control, though. Why is this fight so annoying? It's just a guy with some dogs.
You don't understand how perfectly that describes the battle I just fucking did.
I suppose, honestly, Intimidate on Stoutland. We swap in, drop its attack by 1, even if it goes for Howl, it gets neutralized with 2k with Secret Power. I think I'm overthinking this. I think I just swapped to Stoutland. Okay. Yeah, like Psychic Fangs does damage, but not that much damage. Swap to Stow. I don't even think we need to give it a Silk Scarf. I think we can give it a Cherry Berry. Yep, but it's still 2-hit KOs. Okay, yeah. So, pre-damage Nido, equip Nido with Soft Sand. Equip Snow with Cherry Berry. That's not too bad, though. Yeah, I think it's very unlikely that the RNG here fucks us. Even though it outspeeds us. Because, like, we drop its attack. It would need to crit us, paralyze us, like, crit us twice. We would need to not act. Like, it'd be pretty crazy. Honestly, that's the really nice thing about Intimidate, I'm realizing, is that because of moves like Howl, Intimidate makes it so you don't need to worry about them setting up the turn you switch in. So even though it's faster than us, we in all likelihood can survive 2 to 3 hits relatively easily. The only issue is that Thunderfang has like a 10% chance to flinch, which is annoying, but I think. Yeah, 10% chance to flinch. Which is more than 0, but not a lot. And if we get truly desperate, like Thunderfangs, we could swap back into Nidoking. We could do some funny shit. Theoretically, we could, like, yeah, Thunderfang, swap into Nidoking, who takes 0, bait Psychic Fangs, swap into Octillery. Octillery could take a Thunderfang, but secure KO with Octazooka. We have options. Swap to Stow, 2-hit KO with Supower. Lurk still. Hi, Leica. Okay, let's export, import Cherry Berry Stoutland. That's fine. Okay, so after we KO Boltund, I don't really have the brain power to be watching, listening, but I'm here for the algorithm. Well, I appreciate that, Leica. It's very kind of you. Probably sees... does, or takes more damage than it deals, so it won't switch to you. Oh, actually, takes more damage than it deals, so it probably won't switch to you, even if Submission's a recoil move. Takes more damage than it deals, so I think... But with how much damage we inevitably will take from Boltund, it's probably going to swap to Lucario. Because, like, assuming... We need at least 3 turns. 1 to switch, 2 to hit. It'll presumably use Howl at least once during one of those turns. So we can assume we're probably taking 1.5 boosted Thunderfangs. Most likely. Well, actually, because we threaten slow 2-hit KO, it'll never use Howl the turn we're about to kill it. Because it knows we're about to kill it. So... I think it's still likely to use... Well, no, because it's most likely to go for Thunder... or Psychic Fangs. Oh yeah, no, we just swap Raw into Psychic Fangs, though. We aren't even, like, putzing with Crawdon. So it likely sees kill with Psychic Fangs. So it likely won't Howl that turn. Likely won't Howl second. Well, could Howl second turn. I'm going to assume we're going to take a -1 Psychic Fangs. So 104 minus 19. And then take a neutral Thunderfang, which does 33. Bringing us to 52. Lucario would realistically see kill with Aura Sphere, even if it low rolls. Yeah. So I'm expecting swap to Lucario, where I get betrayed by my favorite little doggy. Shadow Ball, Magnet Rise. Basically never goes for Magnet Rise, always goes for Aura Sphere. Damn, I hate to say swap to Nidoking's kind of a good choice, but swap to Nidoking is kind of a good choice. The problem is I have nothing that gracefully switches into an Aura Sphere except for Octillery. Octillery's pre-burned. It would take burn damage the turn it switches into Lucario, burn damage the second turn it's up against Lucario, burn damage a third time. There's always a chance it goes for Magnet Rise. There is just a coin flip of a chance it goes for that. It's faster than us, which is frustrating. We could use Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, you take Aura Sphere. Oh, you don't take Aura Sphere really well. Never mind. Which is crazy, because you have super good special defense. But it is a Lucario. But theoretically, swap to Octillery, take an Aura Sphere, use an Octazooka, swap to Hitmonchan, use a Fake Out, use a Mach Punch. I think that's really safe. Because we're always baiting Aura Sphere. If it ever goes for Magnet Rise, that's just free HP for us. Literally no downside. Hitmonchan is normally great into Lucario's, yours just almost min special defense. That is, in fact, an unfortunate occurrence. Also, we got a lot of folks in here right now. I'm going to do the thing where, I'm going to bug my Mint mod. Would I be able to bug the Mint mod? I understand if you're in the midst of bugging it. Thank you. I think I can probably also make that a hotbar button if I, like, got a Stream Deck.
You gotta just set up my mod or whatever.
I tried setting up a bot for it is the annoying thing. We have...
Try it.
I don't know how...
Did you troubleshoot or only try?
That's fair. I did only try, like, the one time. I know Leica has a functioning, Nightbot, so I should ask it about that. But yeah, we have a Discord. Join there. You get notifications when we go live. You get to see me post. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare. Okay, so yeah, I think it's against Lucario. Swap to Octi. Swap to hit him. Or sorry, swap to Octi. Use Octazooka. Swap to hit him. Use Fout. Use or KO with punch. But we're coming up on the most annoying one. Fucking Furfrou. Can't I just make my Pokemon asexual? Or get like a Destiny Knot or something? I don't know, man. But yeah, so we have Stoutland out. Lucario goes for Aura Sphere. Octillery takes 28 to 34%. Could do more, could do less. Octazooka always does 50%. What ability is your Celio? My Celio is Oblivious. Oblivious! You make an excellent point, Han. That's quite clever now, ain't it? I was thinking about that earlier. I just kind of forgot that I had a Pokemon with it. Also, I don't think we actually need to use Fake Out. I think that's just a waste of a turn. Yeah, Mach Punch always does 60%. Octazooka always does at least 50. So... no point using Mach Punch. We only have to tank one hit with Hitmonchan, which we always live. So I guess we can just make that like an Oran Berry. Export. Import. So, taking an Aura Sphere does about 33% to 74, or not 33%, 33 damage. Drops us to 41. Does anything... Ooh, yeah, it likely sees kill with Play Rough. Could be an easy way to get a Nidoking, honestly. Or even Stoutland. But yeah, just making sure... Yeah, Play Rough, it always sees at least 46%. Lowest roll on... lowest roll on Aura Sphere is 28 damage. 74 minus 28 is 46. Oh, actually, so... Yeah, it exactly sees swap into Furfrou on Play Rough. So Furfrou comes in next because they both outspeed, but Furfru's the only one that kills. That being said, it's not guaranteed to go for Play Rough, though it is very likely to. The issue is that Celio just doesn't do that much damage. Like, I could, in theory, incorporate another Pokemon into this. Where it's like, I don't know, what takes a Play Rough really well? A Nidoking, likely. Who's taken at least one Flare Blitz. Like... It could tank the Play Rough, but I don't know if it could then tank the return afterwards, especially if it crits. Does a lot of damage with Iron Tail. Return just does so much to Eldegoss. Like, it's got leftovers and everything. I can't teach Celio Rock Smash, can I? I can teach Celio Rock Smash? Fucking why? I don't know if it's good, though, is the problem. Like, even if it learns Rock Smash, its attack stat isn't pitiful. And it is super effective, actually. I would have to delete one of these moves, which is sad, because Charm is really good. Because, like, I could just swap into Celio, get off a Charm. At that point, its attack's at -2. Even Play Rough doesn't do that much damage to Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt can't be crit. Is able to knock off leftovers. We could also teach Crawdaunt knock off, which could be good. Because, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure knockoff does 34 plus 27. 34 plus 27 plus 27 is 88, exactly its HP. Minimum roll on 1 knockoff and 2 razor shells. And if it goes for Attract, we can theoretically just swap back to Celio. It's most likely to go for Play Rough, which Celio takes better than Return. We can also leave Celio in after doing Charm to get some hits off. Like, stay in until... Well, but it's got leftovers. So we aren't even doing that much damage, and most of it's getting healed off. I think we swap back into Celio if we need to secure kill after knocking off leftovers, right? Because we're 49 speed. Even if the thing gets knocked to -1, it's still faster than us. Yeah, so we just kind of have to hope that it doesn't... I don't want to say we have to hope it doesn't go for Attract, but we kind of just have to hope it doesn't go for Attract. But I'm pretty sure it's, like, guaranteed to go for Attract practically, right? Wow, that's insane. Okay, it just has a +6 to go for Attract. It adds extra priority to Thunder Wave if you've been attracted. Because it's like, yeah, if we could swap in Crawdaunt on a return, we just need to get off a single knockoff. And then we could, in theory, swap back to Celio to secure KO. We'd have to lose a lot of coin flips. It would also always go for play rough, so we could, in theory, do a swap back if we really get desperate. How much extra damage does Muscle Band make this do? Oh wait, no, we have Dark Glasses. Or it's Black Glasses. Black Glasses gives it a really good chance. So what I'm trying to figure out here is, do I want to give it extra survivability with an Oranberry, or do I want to give it Black Glasses so Knockoff is liable to get it into half HP? Because then Brine does crazy damage. Well, not crazy damage, but like double damage at the very least. Okay, no, Brine does crazy damage. Okay. Swap to Furf. So we would currently have Hitmonchan out. Furfro would go for Play Rough. Swamp to Celio. But if we involve Crawdaunt in this, then we need to find an answer to Manectric. Which is like kinda Stoutland. I mean, if we have Crawdaunt out, or if we have Celio out, it always goes for Thunderbolt, which is a free switch back to Nidoking. We just need to hope that we don't get Ice Fang frozen, which the odds are pretty good there. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. Okay, so against Furfro, swap to Celio. Use Charm. We're going to take... It's going to be a lot of damage. Especially if either of them crit. We definitely want Celio to have an Oranberry. Swap to Raw. Use K off. Equip Craw with Black Glasses. Use K off. If infatuated, swap to Seal to KO with Brine. One to two. No, I think it's always a 2-hit KO with Razor Shell. Yeah. Okay. 1 to 2 hit. KO with our shell. Swap to main. Swap to Nito. I suppose there is one kind, well, yeah, if we're burned, Drill Run isn't a one-hit KO. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's still not a one-hit KO. But yeah, we can probably swap into Hitmonchan to do like a fake out Mach Punch. So at that point, we probably want to give, I mean, what? 18 plus 23. If you're burned, does like 61 plus 18. Yeah, that should be fine. With D-Run. If burned, swap to hit him to KO with M Punch. This fight makes me nervous. I don't feel incredibly confident in this line. Also, hi, Concrete. How goes the bunning? The bunning's going pretty well, but not as well as I'd like. Okay. Okay, we have made Crawdont our last Pokemon here. So, we need to... the first step is the most annoying. We need to pre-damage Nidoking. Specifically to be 3 hit points below max. Because we can't poison it. There should be nothing outside that can one-hit KO. Pulse is deactivated. I'm just gonna run out to, like, here. Hereabouts. Just making sure, yeah, everyone is currently healed. Okay. We want to switch Miss May out. Because we want to... She doesn't have any non-attacking moves, and she'll outspeed and kill anything that she runs into, so... Ooh, hi, Hatena. So we just need its HP to end in an 8. So it could be 98, 88, 78. Well, I don't know what happened, but something did. Going for Sand Attack? Life Dew. Disarming Voice. Yeah, all of our moves kill it. Could you use Disarming Voice on Nidoking? That would be very nice. Perfect, it does exactly 1 damage, so if we just keep swapping back and forth, we will eventually take 3 points of chip. It also knows Confusion, which could cause issues. Not like serious issues, but like, okay. Now we just want to see Disarming Voice one more time. We don't want to get hit by Confusion, because that would probably do more than 1 damage. Perfect. Poison Jab. Repellent is activated. Okay. And then we can just heal these two by putting them in the PC. We need you to be holding the soft sand. Clea. We need you to be holding... Where are the black glasses? Is someone currently wearing them? Like, we definitely got them, right? There's no way we forgot to grab the black glasses. I'm gonna run to Rustboro just in case. Like, I have to assume one of our box Pokemon just has them, right? There's no way I could be that dumb, right? Wide lens, Oranberry, 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 Oranberry. Did I never go and get the black glasses? Oh my god. Okay, I guess I have to make a quick run to, whatchamacallit? Heckin' Slateport. Okay, repellent is active. We go fast. I can only flash in straight lines. Okay. We want to go into the battle tent. Oh shit. Hey, Scott. Huh. Yeah, I guess I just never got those. Well, thankfully, I don't think I've needed them until this point. I don't need to teach anything secret power while I'm here. Okay. Dewford. Petalburg. Ooh, look at him go. They are so fast. So we should probably just do manually. Okay. So, Clea, give black glasses. We also need to put you in the PC for just a second. And I believe also, well, we don't even need Scalpel. So grab, we already have Nidoking, we need Octillery. Grab Stoutland. Buddy, what are you doing? Why are you looking at the printer like that? Okay, and then we just swap Eldegoss for Celio. I'm like mostly confident in this line, but it makes me nervous. It gets hairy around Furfrou. Furfrou is the only thing that I kind of can't be like perfectly consistent with. Okay, so we need to pre-burn Zebulon. Oop. Apply status. Burn. Zeb. Miss May is at 98 HP. Okay, so pre-burn Octillery. Pre-damage Nido to 98. Equipped with Soft Sand. Equipped Stoutland with a Cherry Berry. Equip Crawdaunt with Black Glasses. Havara, you can have an Orin. Play rough, return, attract. None of those moves afflict status. Kethri, we can give you an Orin. Alright, who would have guessed the real final boss? Fucking Breeder Corgi. Who could have known? Okay. I'm still kind of nervous about this fight, I'll be real. But I'm confident. I have to be confident. I can't control for RNG much better than I already have. We've got a lot of shit working in our favor. I just miss having speed control. I need to get something with Sticky Web. Sticky Web would be fucking crazy. Ooh, there's an item up there. Annoyingly, we have to fight a fucking double battle before we get our next encounter. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. Alright. I need proper hype tunes. I need proper hype tunes that I can loop. Where is... All right, kids. Let's fucking go. Item check. Sorry, I have to. I'm glad I item checked. Fucking Oranberry. Zebulon doesn't need an item for anything, but still, you may as well give it an Oranberry, right? Soft sand. Cherry berry, Oranberry, black glasses. Alright, Corgi, let's do this shit. So, he opens with an Arcanine with Intimidate and a Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry becomes problematic for anything that you try to 2-hit KO it with, but it's very difficult to 1-hit KO it because of Intimidate. We can't guarantee a 1-hit KO with Octazooka, otherwise we would just go for it with Zebulon, but Wild Charge does way too much damage and likely 2-hit KOs. We have pre-burned Zebulon because it also knows Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp cuts your attack stat in half if you get burned, so we want to disincentivize it from using it. So, we have pre-burned Zebulon, so it never goes for it. It always goes for Wild Charge, being the highest damaging move here. Miss May is immune to Wild Charge and will not suffer, oh shit, hey Sebastian. So Miss May will not suffer damage from Wild Charge. While holding Soft Sand, Miss May does 1-hit KO with Drill Run as long as she's not burned. If we get burned, that is okay, because we can survive getting burned and then Flare Blitzed, or ideally, we just get Flare Blitzed, which does a max of 47% without crit. Goes for Will-O-Wisp. That is unfortunate. Theoretically, a crit Drill Run still kills, but that's the only thing that does. Apparently not even that. Never mind. It does get off Citrus Healing. Okay, thankfully, lowest Drill Run percent is 54. So now we're going to get Flare Blitzed. We're definitely KOing, because it's also going to take some serious recoil damage from this. That does make using Miss May to fight Manectric later a little more awkward. Also, because our HP is so low, they might send in Furfrou instead of Boltund. This might get hairy. Sent in Lucario. Okay, not what I expected. Lucario against Nidoking. Does 26 with Shadow Ball, can do up to 39 with Flash Cannon. So it's going to go for Flash Cannon. Our strat for Lucario was to swap to Octillery. So this is at least nice for fighting Lucario because Octillery takes the least damage from Flash Cannon. So we're going to go... I thought I looped that last song, by the way. Oh well. I need something hype. Ooh, Glossier. Yeah, you know what? Let's do Burning Eyes. There we go. Okay, so Lucario is most likely to go for Flash Cannon. Because, yeah, I don't think it ever goes for Magnet Rise. Funny as that would be. Because it outspeeds us. Yeah. So we are going to swap to Octillery. We want to see it use Flash Cannon. How's the run tonight? We haven't lost anything yet. We got a really good encounter earlier, but this is a really difficult fight, and it's already gone off the rails a little bit, so we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now. So we're going to swap to Zeb. We want to see Flash Cannon. Or Magnet Rise. Goes for Magnet Rise. Okay. That's fine. We need to stay in for a round to use Octazooka. It goes for Aura Sphere. It's its highest damaging move. Getting the accuracy drop would be nice, but Aura Sphere never misses, so... It is going to go for Aura Sphere. We are going to swap to Hitmonchan. Aura Sphere does a max of 45% without crit. That did 40, which was... Or no, it did 30, which was a lower end roll. It does not have a priority move. Mach Punch always does a minimum 56%. Okay, so against Hitmonchan, I believe it should go for Furfrou. Okay. Out comes Furfrou. We have 44 HP. It is most likely to go for Play Rough. We would love... it never... Okay, there's a very slim chance it goes for Return. We want to see it go for Play Rough or Attract. Attract would be the best move here. We are going to swap to Havara. Play Rough, damn. That's fine. It dropped our attack stat. That does not matter to Havara. It did 23 damage, which is a higher roll. We're going to use Charm to cut its attack stat in half. Procs our Oran Berry, that's nice. Okay, its attack stat has been cut. Because we have Oblivious, it will never try to use Attract, which means we are safe to swap into Crawdont. With its attack at -2, it's going to go for Return because it sees that as being the higher damage move against Celio. We can shift to Clea. We just need to land a knockoff. That's all we gotta do. We cannot be crit, so we don't need to worry about it ignoring the attack drop we inflicted. Went for Play Rough, good. Okay, if it went for Attract, things got scary. Or had a chance to get, like, scarier. And we even did 50%. Okay, nice. That's why we equipped Black Glasses earlier. So, against Furfrou, it always, or against Crawdont, it always sees Play Rough as highest damage. It does have a chance to go for Attract, which would be really good for us. Play Rough now does 10 to 11% to Havara, who should be able to safely swap in. Well, hold on, actually. We don't need Crawdont for any other point in this fight, right? So I think we leave Clea in, because Clea hasn't been statused. So let's go for Razor Shell. Okay. Play Rough. It's basically a coin flip on if Play Rough kills us this turn. So now let's swap. I mean, at -2, it doesn't do that much to Kethri. Do we use Hitmon? We might want Hitmonchan with as much HP as possible for Manectric, though. So yeah, the safe play is to now swap back to Havara and get the KO with Brine. I just wanted to get the extra damage in because I think it would have been a range to kill with Brine while it's in a yellow HP. So now it's guaranteed. As long as we don't get crit. I think we can survive a crit. Yeah, because player up does nothing. Goes for return. Alright. That was the most RNG heavy Pokemon of the entire fight. We are still, like, kind of flying by the seat of our pants with the line. If Manectric comes back in, that would be ideal. Okay, because we predicted to have Celio out against Manectric at this point. And against Celio, it has a chance to see kill with Flamethrower, but an incredibly low one. Because let's see, what happens if we swap to Nidoking? We have to chance Flamethrower. Nidoking is currently burned. How much does Ice Fang do to Hitmonchan? Not that much. Yeah, okay. We could also try to get funky with Seamus, but we want to be able to swap into Seamus against Voltund. Because, like, against Celio, there's a chance it goes for Flamethrower. No chance it goes for Crunch. Because I need to do the math, alright. So Miss May currently has 38 HP. She would take no damage from Thunderbolt. Her burn damage ticks are... My phone's at 3% battery. I need 2 calculators. She has 101 HP. So she would always take 6 damage from burn. Oh, I don't think that's consistent. Fuck. I don't have to sack here, do I? That'd be really bad if I had to sack here. Hold on, where's frickin'... There we go. Because against Nidoking, it always goes for Ice Fang. So we have 38 HP. We take 6 damage from burn every turn. So 38 minus 6 for the turn we swap in, we have 32. We would theoretically take a Thunderbolt, so we wouldn't take any damage. We are slower than Manectric. We do not KO it with Drill Run. Because we are burned. Hold on, we could Bug Bite Lumberry. But Hitmonchan doesn't do enough damage. So like we could Bug Bite off its Lumberry to cure us of burn, which would be really funny. So most ranges of Ice Fang do in fact it always goes for Thunderbolt, which Seamus takes the most damage from. It makes Manectric scarier. But most Flamethrower ranges still do 26. God, we really got like some of the worst RNG we could have gotten against Arcanine. swap into that, it would then go for Ice Fang, which does 14 to 15%. I fake out. Damn it, I should have given Kethri a fucking muscle band. That was the likeliest thing to happen versus the Arcanine, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably got a little too optimistic. That being said, Thunderbolt does 36, Ice Fang does 15. We just need to survive an Ice Fang and a Thunderbolt. I think I swap into Miss May, take Thunderbolt, bait Ice Fang, swap to Hitmonchan. As long as we don't get frozen. Because we still have an Oranberry on Kethri. 33 plus 18. 33 plus 33 plus 18 equals 84 damage. It is 83 HP. Min rolls on everything still kill. I mean, like, what are Seamus's rolls into Boltund? Yeah, I wouldn't like Seamus to take that damage. Okay. I think the new line... So, just making sure I have my numbers right. Against Manectric. Against Celio. Celio's at 31 HP. There are 4 ranges that show kill with Flamethrower. I think we're not necessarily... Yeah, I think we're fine if we get Flamethrower as long as we don't get crit. It has Static. Oh, it has Static. Trying to KO with Hitmonchan is so risky. Thunderbolt kills Crawdon, because of course it does. Intimidate, Cherry Berry. Cherry Berry theoretically helps us survive Static. Because the annoying thing... Okay, what we could do, swap to Nidoking, then swap to Stoutland while we're baiting a physical move. Attack drop, -1. Ice Fang does very little damage. It then goes for Thunderbolt. Secret Power is good for fighting it. We have a Cherry Berry. If we get staticked, the only issue becomes Boltund. Because, like, okay, we take Ice Fang, we take 1 Thunderbolt. And then we swap to Kethri. And Kethri should be able to... The lowest power, or the lowest roll of Secret Power is 48. The lowest roll of Mach Punch is 33. Not a guaranteed kill. Kethri, you don't have, like, Cherry Berry, do you? No, you have Orange. That being said... If we get staticked, like, we still theoretically have... It's only a 1 in 4 to be fully paralyzed. We would need to fail being fully parried twice. So I think that's the play. Step 1, swap to Miss May, pray we don't see Flamethrower. Thunderbolt, we take no damage. We take 6 damage from Burn. Drop to 32. It now sees that its highest damaging move is Ice Fang. Seamus has Intimidate. It only takes 10% damage from Ice Fang. Things only get catastrophic if we get frozen. dropped its attack. We did not get frozen. Against Seamus, with -1 attack, it sees that its highest damaging move is Thunderbolt. It does outspeed. Thunderbolt does have a 10% chance to paralyze, but we do have a Cherry Berry. Secret Power does minimum 57% damage. Thunderbolt does up to 34. It's going to go for Thunderbolt. Does that seem like a minimum? 48, 49, 51. So it's going to go for Thunderbolt. Against Kethri, Thunderbolt does at most 36 damage. Or what we could do is do the swap into Miss May. We then risk baiting Ice Fang again. God, if only I gave Kethri protective pads! Is what Ice Fang currently does 10 damage at most, -2. Swap to Kethri. I don't know if Seamus now still beats fucking Bolton. I think it does. Swap to Kethri. We need to live Thunderbolt. There is a chance to kill with Mach Punch, and a decent one at that, but it's not guaranteed. Fake Out means we don't get hit this turn. If we get paralyzed, it's a 3 out of 4 that Kethri lives. I think we gotta go for Fake Out. Flinched. No static. Mach Punch. We're not out of the woods yet. There's still Bolt Hunt. Bolton sees KO with Thunder Fangs, Psychic Fangs, and Not Crunch. It never goes for Howl. We want to see it ideally use Psychic Fangs. We are going to swap to Seamus. We are going to drop its attack. It never goes for Howl here because it sees kill. Psychic Fangs does at most 19%. Thunder Fangs at most does 23%. Goes for Psychic Fangs. Do we not have an Oran Berry? Oh no, we have a Cherry Berry on Seamus. Alright. We're not done. If we get crit, if we get flinched, those are what's scary here. Never sees kill with Thunderfang. Thunderfang at most does 24 damage. Please, Seamus, please. Oh. No more fights. We're at 3 hours. No more fights. All for one corgi, but we lost no one! Oh! Oh, that steer relied on a lot of RNG, but fuck it. If we lost Seamus, that would have been sad, but we would have been able to secure KO and Bolt Hunt with Hitmonchan. I'm sad we don't get our next encounter yet. Oh, that was too close. That was way too close. I got sloppy at the start. I didn't calc the line right. There are so many things I could have done better, but fuck, we fucking made it. I hated that. I hated that so much. I hate this game, guys. Why am I playing Pokemon Run and Bun? It's such a scary video game. Fucking hell, shit, Jesus, God. And the worst part, we're playing it again tomorrow morning. There are scarier fights. But we just gotta win one more fight to get our next encounter, a chance at Togedemaru. Let me look at twitch.bitch, see if anyone's streaming. Karen is? Oh, there's someone called Forest Dawn streaming Run and Bun? With, I think, no one? Feature grinder up on the wrong one. I don't know if they're talking. Does anyone have someone for me to raid into? I'm sure someone does. Otherwise, I can just look up like a random person. Do you want to raid my guy Devi again? Yeah, I do. What's their name again? Devi Loft. Oh, Prince Devi. Do I recognize this one? Okay. Yeah. Raid. Prince Devi. Also, hold on. This music's way too scary and intense to finish the stream on. Breeder Corgi, man. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. But we beat him. Barely. We need to be a lot better than that if we want to beat Shell. Shell is fucking scary. And she's only a few fights away. And if we can beat Shell, evolve fucking Electric, evolve Growlithe, evolve Rosalia, there is a lot we can... Oh shit, hey Noon, how long have you been here? Did you see me fucking flop sweating over a pack of dogs? It's fucking shit, man. That was... It would have been so much easier if I just let something die, but we're better than that here. Okay. I'm going to raid you all out to Prince Devi, one of Turtle's people. I hope you all have fun with that. We're going to be live again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. Get through the next couple of fights ahead. We only did like 3 fights today. Oh boy. We're reaching the point in the game where fights start to take a long time to plan. So I hope you enjoy those. But the raid's about to get sent out. I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me. I've been April, she's been May. You all have been incredible, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, folks. And end stream.